I know I had somebody that wanted me to shout them out from one of my previous ones. It's been quite a bit, so I apologize for that. But Zach D. Snots, he asked me to shout him out. He said, saw your videos on YouTube. Can you shout me out your next vid? And here's that video. Sorry, it's been a bit. I've been making guides in between, but episode 4 is here. So Zach D. Snots, thank you so much for the support, brother. Maybe next time we'll get on a team. All right, guys, welcome to episode 4 of Survivors at War. Today, we have our 15-man team. In the red team, we have reigning on the top spot, myself, Robin, 193 mil. It did take me some time to get here, so, you know, expectations. Number 2, I do not know. These are either Korean or Chinese characteristics. Number 3, we have Jumper at 153 mil, Undertaker at 148 mil, another Korean/Chinese at number 5 at 147 mil, Corone at 135, OG Killa at 133 million, Gustavo 2 at 129, another Korean at 128, Raylon at 121, Ozgur 1 at 118, and Rans at 118, Black Sand at 112, Ripbeck at 109, and last but not least, from 219, 107 mil power, another Korean/Chinese characteristic here. So good luck, guys. If you're in this video, hope to see you. Or if you're on my team, hope to see you. And we'll check out the blue team here. All right, guys, shout out to the blue team. I won't be able to get everyone here just because of the timing on the events and us being able to fight. But the blue team has the Crow, Wildiana, LV Fox, Gongaga, GPS, Smodia, and Nanane. Nanane? I think I said that right. Good luck, blue team. This is the early preliminaries. Currently, we have 2 more players, but I'm sure that'll probably even out here as the fight goes on. As people start joining in, they might join a little bit later. So let's get into it. We got a minute till we're attacking. So we're playing in one of the new maps, which has just 2 command centers, 4 ammo depots, and 2 arsenals with the 2 guard towers as well. So my plan for this is I have cavalry. I'm gonna set up my cavalry, and we're gonna attack these zombies. We're gonna knock out the ammo depots. We're gonna knock out some command center zombies, and then we're gonna port to whichever one we take here. So I'm gonna ask my red team to take top. Let's take top, red team. Let's take top command center. Red team. And then I'm going to hold the arsenal and start attacking their command center and their arsenal. I want to try to hold the arsenals and the 2 command centers for maximum points. Now, guard towers and these ammo depots will be pretty nice to take. We could try to get those as well. We might flip them, but what I'll do is I'll scout those during the battle and see if they have armies that we can kind of crush, per se, and take a bunch of kill points from it. All right, it's starting. We're continuing, sending my cavalries to take the ammo depots. We already have 2 going to that command center. My garrison, so boom, boom. We'll probably take this one as well. So let's go ahead and send our F2. Don't want to waste this precious time. We'll have these bounce back at the end, right? We'll just help take some of these ammo depots, and we'll flip them real quick because we have this first minute to burn off before anyone can really relocate. I don't think anyone's going for arsenals yet. It's not usually the plan. It looks like on their side they're going for their arsenals. No big deal. I really want to take this top, so we got that. I'm going to bring my army back so I can port. I'm going to take this top command center, and this is where I'm going to defend. I'm probably just going to put it as close as I can to this command center. That way we don't get teleported when we do get there. Looks like we have taken top command center first. There's a couple armies heading there, so these are going to bounce off or fight at the same time. This command center is gone. Boom. They got there before us. That counts as nothing, essentially, if you get there before the first one. Actually, no fights are going out. Everybody's got in there. We've garrisoned up. We've taken that. That ammo depot is taken as well. So we'll return all our armies and wait to teleport and defend the top command center. After I defend this top command center, I'm going to use my F1 and F2 to kind of take these arsenals. And then, last but not least, we'll probably go for the command center. Now, there's so many different ways to do this. We could go for their command center right away and try to prevent them from teleporting, which is also an option. We got 28 seconds on our last army returning. We got already a couple people that have ported. It's kind of tough, you know. Usually you can almost always wait for everybody kind of to do the attacks for you, but someone's got to do it. So I tend to be the person that just does it. You know, I like to get it done and be there. Got already people garrisoning. This might max out pretty quick. That's going to be 1, 2, 3 armies in there. I got 5 seconds till I can port. I don't know if there's a little spot here. We'll take close here. Corner. Boom. All right. Let's go ahead and attack this command center. See what they got. We'll use our F1. I don't really want to scout because it's not really necessary. All right. The arsenal's in there. I want to set my F4 to just suck up some points. And we'll go ahead and we'll test this out with our F2, see what they got in the command center, force them to defend it. We've already have 5 out of 5 in here, so I can't really get the points from that. We could also flip one of these guard towers while waiting. What I like to do is scout these ammo depots. In the meantime, we'll hit a scout on the command center, see what they got. F2 still heading there. My F1 beat the arsenal, taking that. 48 points. No one was really in it. They just had one army in there. Then they sent it back because obviously they're porting. And let's go ahead and send a second army to replace our F2. We want to port their command center as fast as possible here so that they get lesser positioning. You know, them sending stuff from this default position isn't that great. Our F2 hit. It was defeated. Checking out the results of that. It was pretty even loss, 45 to 38. Not too shabby. Checking out the scouts on their ammo depot. This is pretty good. So they got, you know, 2.1, 2.7, 2.4, and 2.1. So this is a lot of teams that I know I can beat because my teams are a bit stronger than that. Also my F2 to go break that ammo depot. And once I've taken it, I'll send my army back because we're going for the kill points on that. My F3 just hit the command center as well. Not the greatest trade. Probably not why is this in my F3 anymore because I kind of just fed them some units. Lost 6,000 to 2,000. Pick out the last scout. That would be on the command center, what they have in there. We're going to have to break that with our F1 or even a rally, depending on a couple factors here. So boom, we'll send our F2 to hit this ammo depot since there are so many units garrisoned there. See if they added any more players. So it is 10 to 14. That's quite a disparity. I apologize for them. They have Zelion, Nina, and Angie that joined in Gomkaga. All right, F3. We really would like to garrison in this command center, but there is still 5 out of 5 formations plus 10. The arsenal's looking like I still got my formation in there, and my F1's still here. Looks like we took this command center, so I can send my F3 to try to garrison. We already have armies that are ready to be there. I can do a quick heal. Never want to use any of your speed ups here. Always use your special healing ability, as that's very important. To save yourself speed ups. You should just never be using your speed ups during Survivors at War. It's not really worth it per se, and you just wait your 4 minutes and you can start healing. As you start getting bigger armies and diversify yourself, you'll be able to start sending, you know, multiple different types of tiers out there. I recently just got tier 10 calves, which is really awesome. It's been a lot of fun to fight with the tier 10 calves because they are a direct counter to melee, and that has been nice. I also maxed out my RV, or not maxed it, but did pretty well for myself. Here's that little attack that hit that ammo depot that I was talking about. We got 270k kill points to 15k. That's why it's really important to make sure you're scouting to see what's in these. See if you could kind of just demolish those armies that are in there. They've taken the 3 ammo depots, so we'll send out scouts and see if we can we'll get some more kill points because the kill points are pretty important. They're going to greatly affect the gameplay. They'll probably be the difference within the occupation. It seems like with our, you know, with having 3 more players, they just got another guy named Yam Yam. He joined a little bit late. It's going to be very tough for them to take this. It seems like we are the overpowered team. As you can see, this bar, it's 2.6 to 5.4 million. We've essentially doubled their points. Sometimes you'll get these uneven matchups, but sometimes you'll get good even matchups, and you'll have these battles where they kind of go back and forth, back and forth. I'll probably speed up through a lot of this, and we will make sure that we cover every fight that we can. 75k to 33k. This guy sent a 2.7 mil team against my 3.3 mil F2, which is still garrisoned at the ammo depot here. So we're kind of farming some kill points as we sit there, which is nice since we can't really garrison in all places at once. Check out our scouts that just got there. I could take this ammo depot. It might not be worth for me to actually get that right now. I want them to kind of fill up with a bunch of people's teams. that we can get max kill points on that. Yeah, so there's just one team in each of those for the moment. We could double scout these, and re-scout them, see what people got going. It looks like they're really fighting for this ammo depot down here. They kicked my F2 out, no problem. So we'll just send 3 more scouts out. Got the loss on the ammo depot. You defended. Like, they doubled my points on that attack. Got a full army after I kind of got dwindled down a bit with wounded troops. No big deal. Scouts are coming in. Ammo depot has 2 teams in there. This is getting a little bit more lucrative to hit. Seems a little bit better. And they replenished this team with there. So I want to send my F2 and keep hitting this. This is really good. For me, at least. If I can keep finding these scouts on these ammo depots where people have loaded up their units and I can kill them, it's really good for us. We might not be able to get top in this BG because they have less people, of course. They took a guard tower. Just keep sending these scouts as we go. Anything that's not every time you have like a little bit of time, make sure you're just scouting what they have already, you know, before you hit. Sometimes it's not it's really not worth waiting for the scout to hit, and you know, because it is just what it is sometimes, but it is important to have the information. So when you're garrisoned up or you're in between, make sure you have your 3 scouts going out. So we just got the scout on this ammo depot. There's 4 armies in there. My F2 is gonna hit. It's pretty strong. I might kick out all 4 teams. Okay, we kicked out 1-2 teams, I believe. Did not quite do as much damage, but our victory points were double theirs, which means we had a higher efficiency on there. We kicked out 2 teams, and they still have a couple more. I'll keep sending my F2 to that. We'll keep trying to farm it. It might actually be better if I could get out of this arsenal, but I'm gonna lose the ability to get the 2,000 points per second in the arsenal. I would love to get my F1 out, and it's probably a mistake of mine. You should really try to garrison your F4, 3, and 2 in locations, you know, and then have your F1 kind of floating around killing stuff, because your F1 should be your strongest in your army. That's for sure. Always make sure you have your buffs popped, which I do. I have the attack bonus 20% and defense bonus 20% popped as well in here. Prior to this, we did a Walking Dead or a Tides of the Dead event. We can heal again. We're gonna heal. Some other guy just kicked that out. All right. Where's everybody sending their stuff to? I'm gonna zoom out here. Where's things going? You see these little guys traveling around. This is where you can kind of meet some of these attacks. So you got 1, 2, 3 armies potentially attacking the bottom command center here. This command center is essentially filled up. I do have something already garrisoned there, and I feel like it's going to be a fight over here on the bottom. So we can, something got kicked out here. F3 got kicked out of the command center. That's no problem. We want to get our F2 there quickly, and then we'll use our F3 to start fighting these ammo depots, which is a little bit unfortunate, but no big issue. It looks like we're gonna have this one in the bag. Hope you guys enjoyed these videos. You know, I do like the Survivors at War like series. I think it's pretty cool to have these episodes and participate in them, shout out people. I know I had somebody that wanted me to shout them out from one of my previous ones. It's been quite a bit, so I apologize for that. But Zach D. Snots, he asked me to shout him out. He said, saw your videos on YouTube. Can you shout me out your next vid? And here's that video. Sorry, it's been a bit. I've been making guides in between, but episode 4 is here. So Zach D. Snots, thank you so much for the support, brother. Maybe next time we'll get on a team. Hope to see you guys in the next ones. See what red team chat's going on. Boom, boom, boom. Take as many rallies as possible at one command center. I'll take little things next. First, let's make a lot of fees. It can hurt us. They have 1,000,000 points for fees now. Interesting. All right, so they've taken this tower. I really don't think it's worth spending too much. Go ahead and scout that. Like I said, I want to send my F3 here because it seems like they're just going to keep crushing their armies against this, and we'll get a lot of kill points for that. I don't believe they're going to put too many units in this ammo depot in the bottom right just because it's so far away. It'll take them too long to get there. So we got to think strategically. On the map, they are in the default position. So a lot of attacks are going to go out to the nearest things. We're going to be looking at our ammo depots. We're going to be looking at the arsenal, and the guard tower is going to see a lot of attacks. Everything that's pretty close. There's definitely going to be attacks coming onto our command centers as well, which is why we use our F1 and F2 to kind of defend those, because we don't want to lose our positional advantage. All right. All right, we are garrisoned here. We had an attack at the command center. That was the recent one. That was a huge, absolutely huge battle, 300k to 320. That guy snuck it out from us. Boy, he went through quite a bit, huh? Nanane. 1-1. Oh, it was a rally. So they had 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, right. 1, 2, 3, 4. They had a 4-man rally that went for us. That's pretty cool. Pretty good defense. We just scouted that 3.5 mil team over here. This White Wolf. I wonder if I know this guy. Seems familiar. From 147, 3.5 mil. Unknown equipment. I don't know if my new guard tower or scout tower is going to give me the information on those abilities, but I am at 24 scout tower right now. I'm hoping that it unlocks like more information when I get to 25. So they are trying to take this command center. They're sending rallies at it constantly. These are going to be pretty even losses. 299 to 333, no big deal. We're still keeping the positional advantage here, and we'll just keep sending our F1 to defend that. Our F1, I'm sorry, our F2. Our F1 is still over here. I'm kind of in the front, taking the brood of these fights. I'm gonna get kicked out here soon. We defended another attack against our arsenal. These calves are awesome. I absolutely love them. This person has a Glen and a Michonne maxed out, actually. Interesting. But they are running the fighters. We have a substantial lead in technology here, as you can see, about 100% on attack. Same with defense, and 120, about 120% more health, a little bit more speed, damage dealt, everything, you know. So that on top of the counters, like I only had 2,500 cavalry here, but with my tech and then the cavalry's being counters to the fighters, it just kind of wins, which is nice. So our F2 got kicked out of this. We got to start reinforcing that. There's already 5 formations in there. We might as well just send, because we don't want to lose that. We'll go ahead and scout these maybe for future attacks. Our healing is up, and I know we've been taking some hits, so let's just heal as soon as we can. Get the 2 scouts up. Kind of watch where some of these attacks are going right now. You can zoom out. You got a lot of people gathering, so they're in gather mode, which is good for them. If you are in a team where you're losing a lot or you can't really take anything, gathering is going to be your best bet, because if you gather from start to beginning with all formations, you can probably net around 6 million points, which isn't bad for Saul, right? Like, if everyone was gathering and taking these spots, that might add up to quite a bit more than you think. Definitely a good strategy, not terrible to get your points. Because we want to get as many keys as possible. You know, if you can get to that 20-25 mil range every day doing your survivors at war, you're gonna accumulate a lot of keys. I know I just blew through about 150 keys earlier, and wow, they just had a really big attack rally go through there. They kicked out. Let's see if it got to my F2. Didn't quite get to my F2, but I'm sure he's in the top 5 now. I believe you only get points when you're in the first 5 defending formations. Spare formations do not gain any points, which is why I've left my F1 in the arsenal, because I don't really want to lose this slot. I'll keep defending it for as long as I can. When they do finally hit it and break it, I'll be able to, you know, use my F1 to go somewhere else. Looks like we've taken everything back on the map. This is quite the wild roll. Most of my saws don't go really like this. I've been winning, at least my last 2 I've won, because my cavalry have been just coming through really strong for me. And I believe that my Saw battle rating is a little bit lower than it should be. Because I'm at like 5,300, I think. 5,300 battle score. And I know the people that are my power are probably like 55, 56, 57. And I'll start fighting harder teams. But as it is right now on episode 4, trying to do our climb here, we are substantially stronger than our opponents, and that does happen. I was riding the middle pack to like lower pack for quite some time, and things have kind of come together with my T10 calves and technology, getting my RV and my vehicles up, working on my dog skills. If you guys have any questions about any of those, I do have a lot of videos on them. I do plan on making another dog guide here very soon, going over how to increase your chances of getting the highest potential skilled dogs possible and what that looks like. Looks like they took that ammo depot that we've been talking about. We got kicked out on a victory, which is not too bad. Not too bad at all. We wanted to keep defending that. It's giving us those juicy kill points. I'm at 5.8 mil. The top guy's at 6.3. That's just going to be speed and maybe killing a couple things here. I could maybe attack this guard tower. Let's try to scout it real quick before my F3 gets back so that we're ready to send it right away. About 7-second scout, so it's going to hit here any moment. Bing bong, scout, 2.3 mil army there. We can go ahead and send our F3 back here because it's all cavalry, so it's going to send pretty quickly, about 15 seconds. Someone else might be going to it already. See if they flip it. They probably will since they have been already flipping it. That army bounced off. That was reinforcing. Unfortunate for them. Guard tower does give 800 points, and the depot gives, what's it, 1,000 points? Yeah, 1,000 points. So it might not be best of us to hit in this guard tower, but that time coming back is going to cost us points. So we'll sit here. It's probably a mistake not to go for that ammo depot, because that's where they really are sending. It's the closest point for them to attack and kind of throw their units into. They just sent away 4 of our formations in this top one, so it's probably that white wolf guy, Zelion. Scout successful on ammo depot. Oh yeah, it's getting strong in there. That's where they got their big ones. They've kind of given up on hitting arsenals and command centers. It might behoove us to join one of those soon. Just we have to antiquate the difference. So if I send my F1 to break this and I kill all those, I kill what, most of these troops here, will that be enough points to justify me leaving the arsenal, which is 2,000 points per second? So if I were to get 150k points, that's what, about 2 minutes worth of points. If you're sitting in the arsenal, like 60 seconds is 120k points. So I'd have to get more than 120k point. I would have to get a lot of points to go for this ammo depot and leave this arsenal with my F1. I don't know if it'll be worth it. It would probably only be worth it if there was 5 in there and I could guarantee myself that I would knock out all those teams, because kill points are really important. In the same regard, not feeding kill points to the enemy team is just as important. So doing your scouting is really big. So we got 168k points here, victory points to 140k on that. Looks like they are trying to attack that command center on the south side. They busted through a little bit of my F2, but it's looking pretty strong. Not too bad. And my F4 got kicked, which means they are attacking the eastern arsenal. We saw 5 in there. That really sucks for me because that arsenal was kind of very nice for me, getting all those points, but I don't have my F4 in there anymore. The scouts probably went through. We should have already had a plan of attack. A little bit misplay here. There's a lot now in that ammo depot. They're going to be fighting over that, like we said earlier. Not much there. Not much there. And then we can't guarantee we're going to start getting points again from that. So we can go somewhere that we know we're going to beat, which I believe is top one. My F4 is at 3.2 mil. It's not the strongest. I'm running a Magna, Governor, and Jesus. I haven't got these to 5 stars yet. I've been using my legendary fragments to get the Governor up. Also, I placed number 2 in the strongest survivor event a couple weeks ago. Very difficult. Really wanted rank 1 there. Didn't quite get that. Let's see what their team looks like now. So ended up being 11 to 15 here. Red team really showing powerful. There is a new update that's coming out that when people sign up, they will be losing points when they sign up and when they don't join. So the 4 people that joined, or signed up but didn't join for the blue team, so unfortunate. I'm sorry about this. It's so hard to balance. I wish there was like an autofill system. That would be great. But the way that it's designed, you know, just registering and getting 1 fight in is kind of the problem. I think if we could have multiple fights throughout the day and this was more like a battleground than like a daily thing, something that you could sign up for and grind as hard as you wanted, we could eliminate some of the team issues and it would be all based off like ratings, like your battleground rating, which I think would be preferable. Most games kind of that are competitive run it that way. We got another victory here on this guard tower, but we got attacked. Is there anything not open? My F3's coming back. We're gonna go ahead and scouts. F3's coming back from where again? From the guard tower. Okay. I'm trying to get a scout out real quick to get some information on this bottom right one to see what's there before I send my team. Should hit any second. It's almost there. Scout, 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 scout. Come on. All right, scout successful. All right, my F3 could definitely beat those. There's the 2.1 mil team and a 1.9 mil team in there. Man, darn, excuse me. These guys are really fast to react. It's hard to get these points. They're soaking them up. They're playing very preemptive, very well. But we'll go ahead and garrison in there. Seems like they are kind of hitting that often. The most farm points still might be this bottom left one because it just seems like they keep throwing everything they got at it. It's so hard to get out of this arsenal since I'm in the F1 with my F1 and it's slotted there. This is one of those battlegrounds that you can drain your stamina pretty quickly. Just note, once your stamina is all gone, make sure you go gather. It costs like 2 stamina, I think, to go gather. So there's no reason you shouldn't be getting those points. And like we said earlier, I think you can get either, it's from 1.2 to 1.5 million gathering points per formation when gathering these little locations throughout the map called the supply station. Make sure you guys are hitting up these supply stations if you are in a similar situation to the blue team. If they don't really incentivize hitting these because you don't get any points from these supply stations. You can scout these and you can attack them. You could kind of screw over their points, but I think it's more rude than anything because it doesn't really help you, especially if you're crushing your opponents. So you let them have as many points as possible there. That's a little bit of give back for them. Like they've taken the top right ammo depot. And it's about to be all ogre here. We got 6 minutes. Check what we got. We got some more chatter in here. Always reading the chat. Make fees. 1 points now. I think it'll be boring. LOL. I make it entertaining. I shouted out the entire red team. Episode 4 in the series Saw Battles. All right. Anyone else to shout out on the red team that I didn't see? Oscar1 wasn't here, and Ranz wasn't there. Undertaker, I think he was new as well. Nice. Didn't really get that coveted 10 mil spot. It'd be really nice to get 10 mil because get 10 mil 3 times, you know, get up to that 30 mil point reward very quickly. Go ahead and just heal just in case. We'll go ahead and scroll out. They keep taking this. I'm about to try it out. It might be worth it. It might not be worth it. If my F1 will destroy those though. Trying to get those max points. Got one more army heading there. Bing bong. I'll probably accelerate time throughout some of this in the edits. I try to leave these as raw and uncut as possible because there are some little things that we think of as we go that will help us out a bit. Out on the ammo depot. They just turned that. 2,000 points. I can't leave my F1. 2,000 points per second. We got 5 minutes. That's 120k per points per 60 seconds there. So that might get me close to. I might be close to 10 mil here. Might be close to 10 mil points. Kind of interesting how these points add up because they are all different. We are well over 50 million for like the total battle info, but it's not actually showing it or displaying it as such. I am in that. I'm in 2 ammo depots and a headquarters. I'm sorry, yeah, 2 ammo depots, a command center, and an arsenal right now, and that's yielded me, you know, about 9 mil points. We could have probably did a little bit better next time. Maybe I'll be a little bit faster. I'm trying to take these arsenals, but you never really know how the battles are going to go. Well, they've already gone, so I guess we can assume that we should go for the 4 command centers and everything as fast as possible. Next time we won't attack zombies, and we can sit here and wait to garrison this command center and just go straight for the arsenals, right? I think that'll give us the best amount of points. We'll use F1 on like the closest one for them because that's where they'll be attacking. We'll use our F2 on this arsenal, and then we'll try to garrison our F4 on this command center. Although in a perfect world, I mean that's a perfect world, right? My F4 probably wouldn't be able to take the command center if I did hit it. That one army knocked out 2 of mine now. That's just really unfortunate for us because we are maxed out almost on this command center. We'll have to find another place to go, which I think is going to be this ammo depot kind of farm some points. Hopefully they keep attacking. But we will have 2 other armies in there that will be defending. They're rallying. They're rallying, and you know, it tells you they're rallying, but it doesn't tell you where they're rallying, which is kind of unfortunate because you should be able to defend that if they notify you. Why wouldn't they let you? Nice, 9.5 mil. Oh, someone took this. I see a bunch of armies going into it. Let's go for it. Go, 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 go. 30 seconds on the attack. Spawning as quick as possible. F4 is actually returning because that's where it was. They have a bunch of people attacking walkers now. You can also do that, but I don't know. Let's see. Plus 10,000 points compared to, I think it's 800 points per second. So in 10 seconds, that's 8,000. Killing a walker is not worth it. You should never attack these walkers. There's no way they're all max gathered either. So whoever's attacking this, these zombies, stop doing it. Just go to the supply station and gather, please, because you're wasting your time. You're wasting precious points you'd be gathering. Go ahead and garrison up here, since they are no longer taking our arsenals, command centers, or anything. Not much to be able to replace. A couple attacks are bouncing off there, but as you can see, we're pretty much fully garrisoned everywhere. Bing bong. Really want to hit that 10 mil points. I've only done it a couple times, so this is like this doesn't happen every time. Check out the chat here. Thanks to all the guys that you all came, made this match profitable. Very welcome. That's the Undertaker. If you're watching this video, Undertaker, thank you, brother. All right. Everything's garrisoned up again. Looks like they're attacking this ammo depot. Kind of chewing away at this F1. There's 2. All right. That's going to be it for this video. So 60 seconds. Last ditch effort points here. We're not going to get back in time. So that's the last attack of the survivors at war. Bing bong. Well, Flop Blue Team, I apologize about you guys' participation. Would have been lovely for you guys to have 4 more players, of course. It does happen. It's happened to all of us. Hopefully in the future with the new update, people losing points for signing up and not joining will incentivize them to actually join or just not join, and we'll have fuller matches. Otherwise, hopefully TWD comes up with an actual battleground rating and we can solve this issue by making it like an active thing you can do throughout the day. Maybe even if it's only 8 hours of the day or something that you can just keep queuing. I think that'd be cool. So plus 11 points here. Victory, we're at 5,283 points. We got 8.7 million points, or 8.8 million from building occupation points, and 1.5 million from kill points. So it's not always like this. Sometimes the split's different depending on whether you're losing or not. You know, you'll get your gather points, etc. MVP from 241, Korean/Chinese asterisk Bing Bong. Undertaker at rank 2. Korean at rank 3, Korean at rank 4, Corona at rank 5, Raylon at rank 6, Black Son at rank 7, Killa at rank 8, myself at 9, Gustavo at 10, Korean at 8.5, Rans at 12, Jumper at 13, Oscar at 1, and last but not least, Gripek. Thank you so much. I know it sucks being down there sometimes. We've all been there. Thank you guys all for your participation. Good fight, Blue Team. Maybe not so good fight from your perspective, but I'll see you guys in the next episode. Make sure you guys check out the video that will be posted on my left. It'll be the episode 3 if you enjoyed this, and maybe we'll try like a little gathering strat next time. Maybe have some fun with it. But I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You guys have a great day, and get out there, do good things. Do good things. Boom, 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 boom. That's a lot of keys. 7 keys for 1 Survivors at War. Bing bong.